Hey guys, Casey Griggs,
John Boersma,
Louis Varacalle,
and I shoot for Riton. John's pro staff for Riton. I'm trying to get Lou on here on Riton as well. Today we shot or finished up the Noveske carbine match. We used some of Riton's optics on this match. We shot the RRD Mod 3 red dot, which turned out to be an outstanding optic for this match. Louis Varacalle shot the same thing. We were both going to use the magnifiers,
correct, but
we found at this match it was actually going to be too much, so we took those off. The magnifier makes the optics so much more visible. The zoom is great on it. The ×3, it's just tremendous. The clarity is tremendous in it. And truthfully, the optics, wouldn't you say they took a pretty little beat in this match?
Yeah, especially on stage 4 where you had up close shots, and it was after all the rain and everything, it was throwing mud up and everything like that, and they came through like a champ. Held up the weather, especially being cold outside and then warming up. Where some of your optics would fog up. These held up great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they maintained zero really well. Didn't have any difficulties or any problem with that. Taking the beating that they took on this match with as many rounds as we put down range. John over here was filming us for the most part of it.
Most part, yeah.
And I mean, what was your take on it with the optics?
I mean, you guys were shooting pretty true, which was nice. I mean, optics took a beating. They got all muddy, wet. I mean, like you said about the fog and everything, you guys didn't lose zero at all,
no.
Which was great. You guys were shooting about 50 to 80 yards, so the magnifiers were a little bit too much for this match, but I mean, that just shows that red dots were great for pretty much up to 100.
Here at the CMP range in Talladega, this is an amazing facility. Great area. I couldn't ask for any better place to shoot a match. First time being down here, so it's actually pretty good. So.
Oh, there's a beautiful range down here. The way they got everything laid out, it's really nice. It was set for competitors. It's not like a normal range where you just go out there and it's static, shoot, stand there. The way they had it set up today was perfect for the type of optics that we were using.
But now, as far as the optics go, the optics actually performed very well. We've already proven that the 1-8 works really well in cold weather and rain. The first match it got to shoot at out to, what was it, 540, 543 was the max distance or something like that.
In Spencer, Tennessee.
Yeah. So the IRT reticle, first focal plane, was actually an amazing optic for that. Getting hits on all the steel was great. The clarity of that was really good, especially in the conditions that we were in. But back to this match and the red dots. If you're looking for a great red dot, check out that Mod 3 RRD. I mean, even their the micro dot they have, that thing is, I'm telling you, the clarity on them is great. They held zero, plenty of light in low light, or the reticle maintained plenty of light in low and high light. So I mean, it was visible at all times.
It seemed like your eye didn't have to work hard to find it.
No.
It was like as soon as you came up into your shoulder to come on target, it was there.
Really, other than that, I mean, we got more things to come. Continue to look, for some videos, I'm sure, from John and some of the matches that we shoot with various optics that we'll be using for Riton. We hope to, or I hope to, in the future, eventually get some of the more high-power optics to be able to actually test them out in some of these sniper matches and stuff. I'd like to get into another one of those and use their newest, high-power optic, and that way that we can kind of prove the playing field.
Yeah, exactly.
Which Charlie Melton's doing that, so we ain't got to worry about that.
Yeah.
But we would like to throw in a couple of different applications and do that and just kind of see how it performs.
Cool.
But expect more video from the 1-8, because that 1-8 is just it's built like a tank. It takes, you can tell it takes a beating. Cold weather, still maintains zero, just tremendous. can't say enough, like I said, about the RRDs. Those things are just, you know, built.
Yeah, for especially if you're just getting into the sport like I am, that Casey's turned me on to about 8 months ago, it's worth the money. Don't look at trying to find other things out there that these tier 1 guys are shooting and then realize, you know, wow, I don't have the money to buy it. Don't let that, when they are decently priced for a great optic, it's at that competing level.
Well, not only that, I mean, it's just the prices that you get being military, law enforcement, fire, EMS. I mean, it's 40% off.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where else you
No
going to get an
brainer,
optic?
Yeah.
And then
that's
get
a
that
good
kind
thing
of
too. And the guys at Riton that work, the ones that I've talked to, top notch. I mean, right on point. If you need something, help with something, and it's great that, like myself being a new shooter compared to Casey, who's a veteran shooter, you know, who's looking at breaking into the tier 1 level, where I'm coming from tier 3 to tier 2, just breaking into the tier 2, as this was my first match, that I feel the longer I'm in it, I won't have to worry about upgrading optics. I can take this optic with me the further I progress. It's not something like, okay, I spent my money on this, and then a year and a half down the road, now I'm gonna have to look, okay, well, I've outshot my optic, I need something better. This optic is enough to see me through all the way to the higher level matches. You know, so I'm not looking to have to upgrade an optic, I can keep that.
Well, that pretty much wraps it up then. Kind of the coverage for the Noveske match so far. More videos to come, and more stuff on Riton. So I'm Casey.
I'm Lou.
John.
And we'll see you at the next one.